session, and now we are going to talk regarding training and development. I think you heard in regular days we use number of times training, development, placement, and appraisal. Now, what we must know that what is the training and what is the development. Usually, training will be given to the lower level employees. I mean to say that the people who are at operational level, mostly they will use the word training. When we come to the middle level and a higher level, there we execute some sort of developmental activities like skill developmental activities. Then it is called development. So here we'll understand anyhow, even at the lower level, at the higher level, we used to apply the training and development methods to enhance the skill and the knowledge level of employee to do a specified task in the organization. So here that is the ultimate mean of training and development. Now we see what are the definitions so that you will betterly understand. Training is according to the Flippo, Edwin Flippo, training is the act of increasing knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. That is called training. Here we try to enhance the skill of employee to do a specified task. So this makes the employee to be perfect or to be efficient in doing the tasks. Actually, it will be done in the systematic way. So systematically, we try to develop the skill and knowledge of employee to perform the job. According to the Michael Armstrong, training has been defined as the systematic development of the knowledge, skills, and attitude required by an individual to perform adequately a given task or job. That is what the training and development. So here we have another definition which the Manpower Service Commission of UK, they defined the training development as a planned process. It is a planned process, is a systematic process to modify attitude, knowledge, skill, or behavior through a learning experience to achieve effective performance. So what we do, we try to enhance, we try to modify the knowledge, skill, attitude, behavior by a planned process. So here these skills will be imparted. It is because to improve the effectiveness or to improve the effectiveness of their job performance. That is to achieve effective performance in an activity of or in one activity or in the range of activities. Its purpose is to work in a situation is to develop the abilities of an individual and satisfy the current and the future manpower needs of the organization. This is very much important. We give the training and development to the employee because to meet the requirements of current requirements and as well as the future requirements of the organization. So basically it is clearly emphasized on the role of training to improve the overall performance of the organization. So here, what are the objectives of the training? Why we give the training? There are four fundamental objectives we are having: individual, organizational, functional, societal objectives. Individual objectives are the training and development. It emphasizes on individually by helping the employees in achieving their personal goals, which in turn enhance the individual contribution to an organization. And whereas we have so there what we do, we individually will develop and automatically they will work for the organization and organizational efficiency will be rise, and that is the individual objective. Second is an organization objective. Basically the training and development will assist an organization with the primary objective of bringing the individual's effectiveness. That is the basic responsibility of the organization. Enhance the abilities of the organization by enhancing the individual effectiveness. And the financial objectives also, this is another primary objective of the training and development. It used to maintain the department's contribution at a level of suitable to the organizational needs. I mean, what are organizational resources we are having, we use for the different purposes, and every department used to be capable of performing of their level of tasks in association with the other departments. So that is the functionally to be expertise in all the functional departments. And we have another is a social objective. It will ensure the training and development ensure that an organization is ethically and socially responsible to the needs and challenges of the society. Means where we are having individuals are developed, organizations developed and individual develop, and automatically society also will automatically will develop. It will enhance. So here we see that by developing of the people, by developing the organization where they are able to fulfill the social needs of the society. So then it is the another primary objective of training and development. So here we are having certain processes. Training and development is a process. It is a systematic process of enhancing the skills and knowledge, attitude, behavior of the people in performing of the job in a more effective manner. That is the definition which we studied. No, so here the training and development is a systematic process. It's a planned approach, and it is a systematic approach of systematic approach. And here we make a lot of investment. We make a profitable investment in the organization to enhance its ability, and it is also maybe a need. The training and development can be adapted anywhere into the organization. So for that, we will develop a systematic process, and based on that, we inculcate or we use some techniques for developing the people or individuals or in the organization for improving the organizational efficiency. Now we see that there are the four basic steps are there in training and development process. First thing is we need to conduct a needs assessment. Yes, while we are going for a training activity, it is needed that we need to know that what sort of needs are there. We need to justify the investment we are going to be doing onto the training. So here we will collect the data from the different department through the observations, interviews, and the customer demands or feedback from the customers. We will collect the information from the different sources where the training is required, where the development is required, means where the skills to be enhanced from the current position to the new position, and what are the skills is required, what knowledge and is required, that which we will assess the need of the training program into the organization. Once we identify the need, we need to establish we need to establish a certain sort of standards and a description. Training description and the standards are standards and procedures to be established. It means to say that once the needs are assessed, then we will see that called we will evaluate or we make an job analysis and mean to say that here through the job, I think in last class also I told you, in the job analysis will give the two output. One is the job description and job specification. We do the job analysis through that we'll identify what is a job, what it has to be done, and who will do, and what are the qualification, response, skills and knowledge required by the individuals to perform that particular job. That will be assessed. That will be that to be identified. For that, we need to fix certain sort of descriptions to the job, standards, and procedures to be established. So that is the second step. So here, for every job, we try to set the standard and a guidance will be provided. Next, step 3, we try to create a learning environment. Once the descriptions are done, standards are set, procedures are made, then we go for creating the learning environment. And this step is responsible for the instruction and the delivery of the training program. Exactly, we need to deliver what exactly required to the employee or a trainer. Trainee and a trainer. Trainer is a person who provides the training. Trainee is a person who will take the training. So here, the trainee requirements are assessed and a trainer will be appointed according to that. There are the different type of trainings are there: one-to-one training, on-job training, group training, seminar, workshops, and most popular methods are these. Before presenting the training session, make sure that the thorough understanding of the different characteristics of the trainer and the trainee to be made. The trainer must have that appropriate qualities, like you need to have a desire to teach and have the workability and knowledge and ability to motivate the people, and have a sense of humor and a dynamic and appearance and good postures, and a strong passion for their topic, a strong compensation towards of their compassion of their towards of their participants, and appropriate audio visual equipment enhance the training session. So these are the qualities or things to be identified while we are going to be adapting the learning process. So once the training is settled, then we go to ensure that the trainee apply their knowledge, their content to the knowledge. That here in the third step, we'll identify the training methods also. What training method is suitable, that we will adapt, and we will see that the employee is fourth step is evaluating. I mean to say that called implementing the training practice into the real job. So this is be done to be effective and profitable. Your training program has been. Our method for evaluation is a pre and post survey of the customer comment cards and establishment of cost and benefit analysis, outlining of our expenses. They're simple. We try to make an evaluation of the training program. Before training, how employees are done, and after training, how the employees are doing, the trainee is doing. That will be assessed by customer feedback, cost and profit, and customer satisfaction. And we will see that based on that feedback, we'll again assess the needs of the new training requirement. Again, new training will be processed. Again, we try to identify the training requirements. We make a training training requirement, and we make an description and standard. Again, we develop the learning environment. Again, we will implement. So this will be continuous up to that. Up to that, there is no gap between the standard and as well as the actual of the performance of the employees. So here we have in systematic approach of the training, set a process of the training, identify training needs, set the training objectives, plan the training, implement the training, evaluate, review and analysis, again identify the training. That four-step process is described in this manner. The types of the training, there are the two type of training programs we are having: on-job training and off-job training. On-job training is where the employee, while doing the task itself, they will at the workstation itself, they will understand what they're supposed to do. That is an on-job training. Whereas off-job training is, they will no way people will get the training into the classroom or into the outside the workplace. That is called the off-job training. Usually it is uses the actual tools. In the on-job training, people will use the actual tools, equipment, document, material that the trainee will use. Their fully trained. On the job training is generally reputation as most effective for vocational works. That is called over operational level. Occasional works are over handling with the machine tools and other thing. On-job training is suitable. And off-job training take place when the normal work situations, away to the normal work situation, it will be away to the workplace, and in implying that employee does not count as a directly productive worker, and which will such a training take place. Off-job training has an advantage that it allows the people to get away from the work and concentrate more thoroughly onto the training itself. This type of training has been proven more effective in inculcating the concepts and ideas. So where classroom theoretical learning is required, on-job training is suitable. Then we have in the on-the-job training methods. On-the-job training the most frequently used by the smaller organizations, and this training is more uses for the knowledgeable, experienced, skilled employees, such as a manager and supervisor, to give the training to the less knowledge, skilled and unexperienced employees. And it is in classroom as well as and to the quite often and to the workplace also. The following characteristics: it has to be done ad hoc manner. It is start training during and training or during the training, no specific goal or objectives are developed. And the third character is a trainer usually have no formal qualification and training experience for training, because because it's an on-job training, whatever the other person is doing, that senior or trainer is doing, the same will be seen and observed by the trainee and will understand. Training is not carefully planned and prepared. Trainers are selected on the basis of technical expertise and the knowledge. These are the characteristics of on-job training. We have an on-job training methods where the four basic techniques we use: and coaching, mentoring, job rotation, and job instruction. I think there is a coaching. A coach will be there.